How do you feel about daylight savings time? Let's really shake up and shift the entire world clock 30 minutes to do half of DST permanently to compromise. The light issues are now half of what they were. Right? Now watch the chaos ensue. I don't care if we stay with DST or not. I just want to stop the time changes. I hate the time change. I am an RN specializing in dementia care. Our patients will have behavior issues anywhere from a few days to a month because they do better on a regimented schedule. This 1 hour change affects wake-up time, med times, meal times, activity times, bedtimes. Family members will bring them in for evaluation on medications and other ideas because of change in behavior. I always try to give a heads up this might happen, but a lot don't believe me even though we go through this every 6 months. But to care for someone with dementia can be exhausting, and then to have a schedule disruption will accelerate the behaviors. Hospitals will get a lot more visits from this population also because they have physicians that do not have the advanced knowledge needed for dementia care. If you know anyone that is a caretaker for a dementia loved one, this is the time to send a plate of cookies or a small little gift, especially from the family member that lives out of state and doesn't have to do anything. I will tell you, acknowledging the caregiver during time change would be a super nice thing to do. Arizona keeps the state's time steady year-round. Why can't the rest of the country do the same? Tired. I feel tired. I feel like it only outrages people twice a year. Every November, March. We hear yammerings about legislation, then nothing. Just get rid of the whole stupid thing. Indiana didn't do it the whole time I was growing up. They then switched to East Coast daylight savings time. They did a study to see if any saving were made by the switch. There were none that people could point to. I wish we'd just stop it where it is now. Sun stays out longer. We don't need to go back to sunset at 4:30 p.m. when the time changes backwards. Needs to be gone. Get rid of it. Son of a bitch, was that last night? I hate it. Phoo. I knew it felt off this morning. If I remember correctly, when we lose an hour, we will also see an increase in heart attacks, car crashes, accidents, etc. from the lost sleep. When are they supposed to get rid of it? I hate it. I have small kids and it takes a long time to adjust them. So I hate it. It's stupid. I hate switching the time in either direction. Pick a time and leave it alone. I don't give a rat's ass which gets picked. Just do it already. I'm not bothered by having daylight savings time. I think we just need to adjust how we do it. Fall back and gain an hour? Should be Sunday night at 2 a.m. Spring forward and lose an hour? Monday at 2 p.m. I loathe it. Unpopular opinion. But I wish we turn the clocks back an hour twice a year and really shake things up. To the last, I will grapple with thee. From hell's heart, I stab at thee. For hate's sake, I spit my last breath at thee. It's not DST that sucks, but the twice a year change that sucks. Permanent DST all the way. The two big sleep societies in the U.S., Sleep Research Society and American Academy of Sleep Medicine, both call for abolishing DST. Daylight saving time. DST refers to the practice of advancing clock time by 1 h each spring, with a return, setting back, to standard time, street, each fall. Numerous sleep and circadian societies other than the Sleep Research Society have published statements in support of permanent street And Permanent Street has also received support from multiple medical societies and organizations. This perspective discusses the positive and negative health and economic consequences of permanent DST, Permanent Street, and maintaining the status quo, DST for part of the year. After a thorough review of the existing literature, the SRS advocates the adoption of Permanent Street. The last several years have seen intense debate about the issue of transitioning between standard and daylight saving time. In the United States, the annual advance to daylight saving time in spring and fall back to standard time in autumn is required by law, although some exceptions are allowed under the statute. An abundance of accumulated evidence indicates that the acute transition from standard time to daylight saving time incurs significant public health and safety risks, including increased risk of adverse cardiovascular events, mood disorders, and motor vehicle crashes. Although chronic effects of remaining in daylight saving time year-round have not been well studied, daylight saving time is less aligned with human circadian biology, which, due to the impacts of the delayed natural light-dark cycle on human activity, could result in circadian misalignment, which has been associated in some studies with increased cardiovascular disease risk, metabolic syndrome and other health risks. It is, therefore, the position of the American Academy of Sleep Medicine that these seasonal time changes should be abolished in favor of a fixed, national, year-round standard time. https sleepresearchsociety.org/Sleep Research Society Position Statement Supports Adoption Permanent Standard Tim. /text equals research %20 shows %20 that %20 daylight %20 saving, dysregulation %20 of %20 melatonin %20 and %20 cortisol. https sleepeducation.org/resources/daylightsavingtime/ Heard my mom's twice-a-year rant of, only a white man would cut the top off a blanket, sew it to the bottom, and tell everyone he has a longer blanket.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.